he be trying to announce it. I'm gonna just send them to you. Send them to you. You be he went by you,
Yeah. I didn't peep that.
nigga.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep sending them to you. That's all game. Nah, nigga.
yeah, you get.
God, that nigga, man.
Hey, that nigga Rome had me in tears when he hit me with that day one day.
He said, "Yeah, you got cooked."
He said, I ain't gonna lie, it was major fault. He said, I keep it real, man.
Yeah, we
And
keep
Major
it a
tried to call
bean.
Rome out. He tried to say, Rome, you thugging for that. Nah, man, you got cooked, man. Nigga dropped 40 piece on you, man. For that, he won't switch. He got cooked, man. Nigga,
Yeah.
pride, bro, man.
Damn.
Still getting motherfucking screen, this is that.
I've been
Oh, they
getting
go, so.
I've been getting cooked lately. I figured it out now though. I don't give as much effort on defense as I do offense as far as the trigger wise. Because I didn't know you like holding L2 and A keeps you on, but if you
That what I use.
hold R2 with it too, it's like at full speed. But I'm just using so much energy. But that's how you stay with them.
Yeah, that what I use. I don't know. That's how I be standing in front of it, put my
Mm.
body on.
Yeah, and then I
I
had to.
be trying to do sometimes. Shit, let me get 'em.
Mm-hmm.
I got blocking everything. That's why they put me at the four sometimes with my little dude.
And this always happens too, but 2Ks always start out with people making like more all around builds, but now late in 2K like this, they just like super cheesy, like 99 steel, 99 speed.
Yeah.
So them niggas be a problem to keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the New York Knicks. The kick out to Fox. Knocks down the three ball.
Rise and fire. Man, I love watching Fox cash in off the catch.
Inside. Here's Bridges. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. And Mikal Bridges with the three.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Misses from short range. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Towns with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. MP, that's for two. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
How about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent.
Now, here's Miles. Down low. Here's Sohan. Goes back up. Towns with the defensive effort. Now the Knicks with it. Bridges outside. There's 3 pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Vassell outside. To the paint. Wants to get it to Miles and does. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Bridges. It's hauled in by MP. And here are the Knicks. And it's Miles with the rebound. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's MP. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Sweet confidence on that look from MP.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Spurs trailed by 4. Pass to Miles. Back to Wembanyama. To stop the drought. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
MP, no good. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
Now Miles. Driving to the basket. No good. That would have tied it. Pass to Brunson. Back to MP. Brunson right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
And Brunson, a very physical player, someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling him.
And both free throws good for Brunson. 1:27 left from the first quarter of the game. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama outside. To the inside. The kick out to Fox. Stolen by Brunson. Shoots over Fox. Here's MP. Misses the baby hook. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Now here's Miles. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's MP. Off on the layup.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Miles, that's for 2. San Antonio again missing. To the middle. Here's MP. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And so it's the New York Knicks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Miles with it. Still without a basket. Outside, Fox. Bridges with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. MP looking around. Here comes MP. A rebound by the Spurs.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell outside. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Spurs.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one is off.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Fox. Pass to Sohan. Down low. Spurs passing it around. Now Fox. Defended by Bridges. Fox, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's MP. And there's the drive. And he converts the layup. MP's got 7.
Oh, power move by MP. Could have been an and one there.
Here's Miles. It's not going to go for him. Bridges with some nice defense. And they double up MP. To the paint. Rebounded by the Spurs. And here is Fox. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First free throw is good.
At the line, 2 shots.
And Miles drops them both. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's MP. Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Anunoby's got his first points in this one. Inside. Now Wembanyama. Good defense by MP. Anunoby in the corner. Over Sohan. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 9.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. To the paint. Good D by Anunoby. And the Knicks with possession. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Miles. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on break.
And the dunk by MP.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Back to Miles. A pass to Fox. Launches a 3. Miles, that's good. Miles has got 5 points in the quarter.
Do not discount how much Fox's playmaking means to this team. He is the floor general.
And here's Brunson outside. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. From deep, Miles. Knicks with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's MP. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And they double up MP. Plenty of space. He tries for 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Spurs trail by 6. Now, here's Miles. He's got 5. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Wembanyama. Good defense by MP. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. MP's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Knicks. Outside, Fox. To the middle. Wants to get it to Miles and does. Back to Fox. Pass to Miles. Looking to end his cold spell. And the rejection by MP. Lets the 3 fly. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. To the inside. Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with a lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Brunson. Oh, Brunson good from range.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Fox is double. It's Miles on the wing. It's Vassell on the wing. 4 on the clock. Wembanyama, right side. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's MP for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
How about the confidence right there by young MP, just stepping right into that 3.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Spurs trail by 11. Vassell outside. Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Sohan's got 5 points so far.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open 3s like that. What are you doing?
MP, that's for 2. Green for 2 points. 17 points in the game.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the 2-man game to perfection.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking you can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
Down low. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
He just punch the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The drive by MP. Wembanyama with the rebound. Pass to Sohan. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
.40 seconds left to play here in the third. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. The Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that one is good. Sohan's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Goes up from the top of the key. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks out front. They're up by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing here by 8. Outside for Wembanyama. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
MP, no good. Spurs trail by 8. Miles with it. Outside, Fox. Back to Miles. 5 on the clock. Pass to Wembanyama. And the rejection by MP. The Knicks lead by 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And MP doesn't back away from physical defense. You love that about the young player. He welcomes any chance to get to the line.
And both free throws good for MP. One minute now into this fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jalen Brunson.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
MP outside. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 9. And here's Miles outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to MP. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Bridges. The 3 from MP. Vassell grabs the board. Stolen by Brunson. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Second team foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
On the wing, MP. Let's go. Shot clock at 6. Offline from the top of the key. And then Miles with the dunk.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Here's MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for MP. Spurs trail by 10. To the paint. And the dunk by Sochan.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's MP. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now just a 5-point Knicks lead.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to MP. Fires the three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Spurs trail by 5. Vassell outside. To the inside. Miles. And it's Miles with the jam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And so it's San Antonio with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sochan. And here's Miles. Back to Sochan. Towns with the steal. Bridges with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line. Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Here's Wembanyama. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Bounce pass from Anunoby. And they double up MP. Some nice passing by New York here. In the corner, it's Bridges. They get it back. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame. San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 4. And And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Off the mark. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters the most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And here's MP. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains the triple.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Outside Conley. Here's Miles. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's MP. Into the lane. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
Here's Miles. The Thunder with the rebound. MP outside to the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Out left to the wing. Here's Miles. Three-pointer, no good. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And the three-pointer goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Coach likes that look. And Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
Pass to Edwards. Looking to end the run. Driving inside. Gobert, that's good.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
From deep three-point range, Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 8. Down low. Knocked away. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards for 3. The shot comes out. Here's MP. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, MP. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. He's got 5.
Oh, serious range from MP. I wasn't sure he had that in his bag.
Randall on the screen. Here's Miles. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Now here's MP. He's got 6.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Outside Edwards. MP with the block. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, heads up.
Pass to MP. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing. Timberwolves trail by 13. Now here's Gobert. Here's Miles. Outside Edwards. And stolen by Williams. And here they go. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Free throw good, MP.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Outside Conley. To the inside. With 4 on the clock. 2 on the clock. Miles. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Thunder out in front. Up by 16. Let's take a quick break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And they double up MP to the paint. Fade away. And that one's long. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 16. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
6 on the shot clock. Picked by Gobert. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Gobert up top. Pass to Miles. Clock at 6. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Randall. There's the 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to MP. The 3 from Holmgren. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Randall outside. Here's Miles. Takes a 3. Another miss. That makes him 3 for 10 so far. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Fires in the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Here's Miles. Give him 8 points now. Off target from the baseline. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. Here's Miles. Can they get it? And it's MP with a rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
There's a minute 34 left in the half. Miles, that's good.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Thunder leading by 21. MP with it. He's picked up by Conley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Sheer effort from the young MP in close.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And both free throws good for MP. A minute 20 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Gobert. Here's Miles. From downtown, Williams grabs the board. MP with it. He's got 17. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Second personal foul.
53 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Miles. He's got 11. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. Here's Miles. The kick out to Conley. Stolen by MP. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Pass to Holmgren. From behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Now Randall. Out to the wing. Here's Miles. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder.
Thunder ball.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. On the wing, MP. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Here's Miles. Williams defending. To the middle. Here's Edwards. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with it. Now here's MP. He's got 17. From deep, Holmgren. Nails it from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 6.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Outside, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
To the inside. It's stolen by MP. The finish! And MP throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
To end the run. And it's finished off by Gobert as he lays it in.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
MP's doubled. Out to the right wing. Outside, Williams. MP with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Miles. He's got 11. Fades back. Yep, that one goes. 13 points in the game.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
MP is doubled. Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. From deep, Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
It's Edwards on the wing. .127 left in the third. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Miles. Miles. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 16-4 run. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. MP drives in. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
To the paint. Soft touch off the glass.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Pass to Hartenstein. From outside the arc. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Hartenstein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three off target. Here's Minnesota. Tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here's Miles. For three. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The drive by MP. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to Miles. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Over to the wing. Here's Holmgren. Randall pulls down the board.
Normally he drains that.
It's stolen by MP. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. .60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Miles. Off the mark there with a 3.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here's Conley. Outside Edwards. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Here's Miles. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Pass to Williams. To the left wing. From deep, Holmgren. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Miles. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. And Gobert with the stuff.
Nice play by Gobert. Taking it up strong and daring people to stop him. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Inside. Pass to Miles. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And I like how MP made the pass connecting with his teammate.
Randall outside. Outside Conley. Puts up a three. The shot by Miles, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
To the wing, right side. Here's Miles. Another miss by Minnesota.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
To the inside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession. To the right side. To halt the run. Jump shot is good. Miles has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And that one falls for Hartenstein. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right wing. Let's go with a three. Sinks it from distance.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Third team foul.
Here's Miles. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Miles, no good. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. MP with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, MP. Off the mark. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the New York Knicks. To the inside.
He's got bunnies. Sohan, a high flyer.
Outside Brunson. Down low. Here's Miles. Misses from short range. From deep, MP. The Knicks with the rebound. Brunson with it. Now guarded by MP. Outside Brunson. Pass to Miles. Now Towns. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now Sohan. Second shot opportunity. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Here's Brunson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here's Miles. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. MP looking around. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Anunoby. Here's Hart. Pass to Miles. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's San Antonio now. Trailing by 2. MP with it. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's Miles. Over Kessel. Miles, that's good.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And it's San Antonio's ball. Doubled by Hart. Back to Vassell. Pass to MP. MP is doubled. Shot clock at 6.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Outside Brunson. To the paint. Over to the left wing. Outside Hart. From downtown. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
MP outside. Here's Vassell. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Brunson. Here's Miles. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Abdur-Rahim. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And here's Brunson. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Tries the spin move. Vassell with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Pass to Sohan. Now MP. Here's Wembanyama. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, this is why you run your offense through MP. That's just a nice setup for his teammate.
Here's Miles. From outside the arc. They get it back. Six to shoot. The kick out to Brunson. Floats one up. Sohan with a rebound. MP outside. Three-pointer. And that's good. Vassell for 3. It's all knotted up. There's the horn. And it's a close game at the end of 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
MP outside to the right side. Picked up by Sohan. Here's Abdul Rahim. Pass to Castle. Here's Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Abdul Rahim. And no good, trying to use the glass. And the Knicks with possession. Now here's Anunoby. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Spurs.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
San Antonio with the ball. MP inside. No made baskets yet. Castle misses. And so it's New York with it. To the inside. Back to Brunson. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Back to Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. MP outside. Pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Abdul Rahim. Here's Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. To the middle. Here's Miles. And he's going for the lob. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The free throw no good for Wembanyama. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Miles. Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Left side, Wembanyama. Vassell outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Knicks. Here's Miles. Nails it from 3. And now a 3-point Knick lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Vassell. Back to MP. Throws it up high. Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Down low. With the teardrop. And that one's good. Brunson. Brunson's got 8.
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
That's why you have to think twice before sending a double team at someone.
Here's Miles. He has 7. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And the technical free throw is good. And a deep 3 from Towns. No good on the quick 3.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Here's Miles. Back to Brunson. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Vassell. MP outside to the paint. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
That'll count. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Spurs. They lead by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Miles. Back to Brunson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Brunson's got 11 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Outside Hart. Here's Miles. He's got 7. Outside Brunson. 3-pointer off the mark. Spurs lead by 3. To the inside. Sohan. Stolen by Anunoby. Back to Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Inside. Miles. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Fires for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. A tight one here in New York City. To the paint. Pass to Miles. Outside Brunson. That one's down for Brunson.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Here's Wembanyama. Doubled by Towns. To the left side wing. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vassell. Money from the wing. Vassell's got 8.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch and shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him too.
Pass to Miles. Back to Hart. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Knicks.
First one falls for him.
At the line, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Hart. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. To the middle. Here's Castle. The shot won't fall. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Miles. New York no good that time either.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink.
Out of this world, MP.
Boy, MP, what a fancy finish.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Towns down low. Here's Miles. Just 5 to shoot. Over Castle. The shot by Miles, no good.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
MP with it. Hard covering. Pass to Wembanyama. Over to the wing. MP outside. 18 feet out. Wembanyama with a bucket. Wembanyama's got 10.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Towns with the ball. Here's Brunson. Oh, great D that time from MP. Pass to Sohan. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Miles. 7 points in the game. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And here's MP from outside. No good there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Spurs. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Deflects the pass. Pass to Vassell. Back to MP. This one for 3. Vassell. And San Antonio leads by 6.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of 3-point buckets.
Here's Miles. Rebounded by the Spurs.
No.
MP right side. Pass to Sohan. Foul on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Vassell. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Wembanyama. And
Come
again,
on,
hits
Tim
the
Perry.
Spurs from deep. Yeah, you've got to worry about
Yeah,
Wembanyama
they benched
every
everybody in
year.
fourth
He
quarter
puts
too.
a defense to the test.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by MP. Down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Miles. To the inside. Brunson goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Brunson's got 11 points here in the second half.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step
Good
up
foul,
even
good
more to
foul.
get over the hump here.
Second team foul.
On the wing, Vassell. Pass to Castle. Lets the three fly. Vassell outside. Clock at 6. From the arc. And the basket by Castle. And San Antonio leads by 8.
Yeah. Maybe same end. Yeah, other end.
Back to Brunson. Here's Miles. Outside Hart. And it's New York
Let's
scoring
go.
again. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. MP with it. Towns covering. Castle for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
Pass to Miles.
No way, Miles.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And guys,
Wanna
let's
look
get
like
your
Cooper
take on
Flag,
the
you know.
scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Nah.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Spurs leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Here's Sohan. And they'll get another chance.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Here's Miles. To the middle. Here's Towns.
Who you playing
And
against?
it's powered home by Towns.
Who you playing against?
Big-time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Vassell outside.
He a guard?
And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Miles. Here's the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
Vassell outside. And they double up MP. Right wing. On the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
Ooh,
This is
good
the very
nasty one.
definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Team
free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. Hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here's Miles. And again, the Knicks missing. And that's an intentional foul.
Shooting for
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sochan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. All right, guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. The shot by Miles, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Back to MP. Goes up on the wing. No good that time.
a technical foul has been charged to the Knicks. Shooting the technical.
Oh, we don't have no more timeouts. I called timeout. We didn't have no. It'll take.
Free throws help seal the deal.
The three from Wembanyama. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's San Antonio with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
How's it going over there?
It was so much deeper than that. It was so much deeper than Denzel ever say because he's humble. Look, man, Chadwick was at Howard University, bro, and he was maybe the most brilliant actor to ever come through here, bro. Literally.
Now see where and how it was shot. This is
You
how
said
they
it's
made
slower?
Love to savor your source for what shooting. As with all movies, it starts on the page. Ryan Coogler wrote Sinners in just 2 months in late 2023. The
Men, last minute gift idea? This month. unintentionally KILL her to toddlers by placing them in an oven and turning it on for 45 minutes. When the father, Jamil Penn, returned on October 18th without the children, he broke down when he learned from the mother, Lamora Williams, that she had put them in the oven. He rushed into the kitchen and called 911, and by the time he got 1-year-old Jakarta Penn and 2-year-old Kyat Penn out, they were already deceased. When police arrived, they found the deceased children outside the apartment and immediately arrested their mother. What's even more heartbreaking is that investigators have been unable to identify the children. Lamora told police she didn't know who killed her children. Then she blamed her cousin for the crime. Finally, she said her sister killed the children. She wasn't sure and gave false information. Lamora Williams, 24, was charged with 2 counts of murder, but in court, Lamora's sister claimed that Lamora had suffered from severe behavioral and emotional problems since she was a child, and that she had even tried to end her life. Her husband said she had mental problems and often left the children alone in the apartment, and he submitted a letter forgiving her. After an evaluation, it was confirmed that Lamora Williams was cognitively impaired. In the end, the judge sentenced her to 5 years in prison. Do you think that was a fair sentence?
I guess people like this. You ever seen movie Puss in Boots the last week? Yeah. People would think about the villain. Death. Think about his defining feature. Oh, the eye. Yeah. Oh my God. I just love the smell of fear. I picked his head, I picked his feet. I would have picked his body, but it wasn't fit to me. I'm death. Straight up. Like this. You ever seen movie Puss in Boots the last week? Yeah. People would think about the villain. Death. Think about his defining feature. Oh, the eye. Yeah. Oh my God. I just love this. What a night they're making this eye. No, that's a boy. I'll get some what? Yeah. I'll do a nice egg. You miss it? Do you miss it? Yeah.
I will always love Ye. I will always defend him because I think he did one of the bravest things in speaking about what happened to him, and the questions were never answered about what Harley Passionate did to him that night. And I think it's what was done to Britney Spears, based on my readings of MK Ultra program, which has never been stopped. I think Harley Pasternak it's extremely problematic, and he's literally telling you what happened to him, and no one's listening. Everyone's like, he's gone crazy. They drugged me against my will, and when you read those experiments of how they could literally give somebody a mental disorder via a cocktail of drugs, LA becomes very scary.
Who was that? I didn't hear
Harley Pasternak, the trainer that trains all the stars that keep dying in baths.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Aaron Carter, when he reached out to Kanye, and when Kanye said Harley Pasternak did this, Aaron Carter tweeted at Kanye and said we should talk, and then that was his last tweet. The next day, Aaron Carter was found dead in the bath. There's something very evil brewing in Hollywood, and I think he's one of the bravest people ever who spoke out on what happened to him. And I won't deal with everybody talking about the after when we're not talking about the before.
You don't think his stuff is a bit much now, though?
Like I said, we got to deal with the before, like Kanye with Kanye, and then Harley Pasternak took him to his house and got an ambulance and had him drugged and admitted that in a text message. So I'll do it again, and we'll take you to La La Land. He was military trained in the Canadian military and was allowed to experiment with drugs on humans. He spoke about that openly. What the hell is he doing as a gym trainer in LA to all the stars? So I have questions about what happened to Kanye, and I will always be until we get those answers and the media actor really looks into Harley Pasternak.
Yeah,
who was also
I put it on big once or twice and was like, yeah,
I know
nah.
you're smart. I
Came back when I was a girl.
Started the day off with a play of the day long. Cubs versus Giants over. Followed it up with, I don't think a lot is being said about the technical achievement that this film is. Because we would do Mike scenes, say, as Stack. He's dressed as Stack. And we would do it with his double, who would then in turn have to act out the scenes with all this. Then Mike would have to wear this special device that was called the Halo. That was a new technology, which is why you can see him lighting his own cigarette and hugging. And it's not like how it was when I was a kid, where it was clear that there was a wall or a split screen or something like that. And so he would have to wear this device that had 30 cameras on it, and we would have to do the scene again. Then he would go change into the other character, and then come back and do the scene again. All of that in reverse. One thing about his method is that he made it clear early, hey, when I come to set as Smoke, I'm going to be much more serious. And me personally, when I watch the movie, this is the first movie that I've been in that I'm able to watch as an audience member, as a fan. I can't even remember the last time. And when I watch the film, 10 minutes into the movie, I forget that he's playing both characters. They're distinctly different people. And I think that, for me, that's what made me so emotionally invested in the two characters and their journey.
The only way you can get a cure from a disease is from the disease itself. I was hit by another car and just got a go ahead.
Was that you? Was that you?
I said your 5 times. What was you for?
Why'd you take your head?
That's
I see what they do.
Hey, now 5 times as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm cool, baby. So, go ahead. What you thinking tonight?
What y'all doing?
Just step aside and let me on in now.
Why you need him to do that? You big and strong enough to push past?
Whatever. Be too polite now, would it, Miss Annie? I don't know why I'm talking to you anyway.
Don't talk to him. You're talking to me right now. Why you can't just walk your big ass up in here without an invite, huh? Hey, admit to it.
Admit to what?
That you dead.
Oh, you listen to this. Now we out here playing games, telling ghost stories in place of doing what we ought to do.
And what is it we supposed to be doing?
Being kind to one another. Being polite. Now we is one people, and we shouldn't go in barging into other folks' places uninvited. So
Been in and out of here all day. Ain't never need to invite me. Yeah, something ain't adding up.
The built-in failsafe. Whether or not George Pickens is going to be a one-year rental. Just broke that down. I hope that.
Let's pitch black from.
what's a soft?
In the Big Ten region of Guatemala, they have just uncovered a discovery that will change the course of humanity forever. I don't know if you've heard about this, but here you go.
Did y'all watch it? It was good, y'all. I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for watching our movie series. We appreciate the love and support. Feedback has been crazy, and I just want to play y'all some.
Who the fuck is this Krasinski dude, man? Give me Draymond, bro. Fucking Draymond, bro.
Thank y'all so much for watching our movie series. We appreciate the love and support. Feedback has been crazy, and I just want to play y'all some.
What's count? What's count?